Hi, this is Sally Morgan, physical therapist, craniosacral therapist, and Tellington T-Touch practitioner for animals and people. This is Tristan. He's a Corgi, and you can tell by his bow tie that we are here with Conversations with a Corgi to say Happy 4th of July to everyone. And there are plenty of things to celebrate today, but it's also a day that can be really stressful for your pet. Sitting here right now, it's already about 75, 80 degrees, and the sun is very hot here at the beach. So that's one thing you need to be concerned about with your pet, with the heat. And we did a talk about heat a couple of days ago, but make sure your pet has plenty of access to water. Put him in a cool place. Keep the air conditioner on or a fan, and make sure that your pet is not stressed by the heat. In addition to which, as much as it seems like a good idea to bring your pet along to parades and fireworks, it's not really a good idea. Your pet is not going to enjoy parades and fireworks. At this time of year, there's plenty of fire engines and police sirens in parades, and that is very stressful to most pets. So it's much better to leave them at home for the fireworks and the parades. And to do that, I also encourage you to leave the TV on or leave the radio on to make the place a little bit more calming for your pet. You can also put 1 or 2 drops of lavender oil on the carpet or on a sofa or a chair, or just even on in a little bowl, just a tiny drop, to just give that room a little bit of a light scent of lavender, which is calming for animals. Do not use hardly any at all if you have cats. Like, really, 1 drop is plenty. It might not be something that you can smell, but the animals in your house will be able to smell it. And don't put the lavender directly on your animal. So leave the doors and windows closed unless you don't have air conditioning and you really need the air to come through, because that will help dampen some of the sound of the fireworks and of the parades. And certainly leave the TV on something relaxing, you know, the Food Channel, the HGTV. Animal Planet might be too exciting for your dog when you're gone. And certainly there's plenty of TV stations that just do relaxing music, and the radio can also be relaxing for your pets. So these are some things that you can do. Another important thing, apparently July 5th is a day that we see lots of pets turning up in shelters, and that's because they are panicked by the noise at the parade or the fireworks or in general. And of course, in my neighborhood at home, plenty of people are just plain shooting guns in their backyards, and I'm sure that's not an isolated situation. So make sure that your pet has an ID tag. Tristan here has his ID tag from Home Again Pets on his collar. He also has a chip implanted in him so that if he ever turns up anywhere in the shelter, I will be able to get him back. I can't emphasize this enough. This has come up in many, many of these conversations with a Corgi, where I've encouraged you to get a chip in your pet. It is absolutely critical, especially if you have children or a lot of people coming and going from your house that might leave the door open. Your dog could wander off, become frightened, and be lost. And you really don't want that to happen, especially on the 4th of July, because there's just too much going on. Some other things you can do to help your pet with the noises is stay home with your pet. A lot of people prefer to do this and just watch the fireworks on TV from some of the big cities. Tristan, where'd it go, Biss? I just dropped it. Tristan has, as do many dogs, a thunder shirt. And here's Tristan's little thunder shirt. I won't put it on him now because it is really hot here. Even for a few minutes, it would be too hot for him. But it's just a little shirt that goes around your dog and Velcros tightly on him. Do you want to try it on? And it's like getting a hug. And you put it pretty snug on your pet. And they can leave this on for 20 minutes, an hour. That would be a lot. We don't recommend leaving it on for more than like 45 minutes. And there is some studies that show that there's a diminishing effect of it after about 20 minutes or 30 minutes, when the body becomes accustomed to the pressure and it doesn't any longer relax the dog as effectively as it did at first. You can also try some calming flower essences, like Panic Attack is one that I have that a lot of people use at this time of year. My sister also, and I do too, sell a homeopathic that used to be called Thunder Fireworks Lightning, TFL something. And homeopathics can be really good. If your dog is afraid of thunder and lightning and is likely to be afraid on the 4th of July, another option people have is to run out to the Whole Foods or the health food store and just get a bottle of Rescue Remedy flower essence. It's a Bach flower rescue remedy. And that is something that you can use. It's not the best thing, but if it's all you can get, it's better than not using it at all. And again, that's a Bach flower remedy. Make sure you get the one for children or pets that's not alcohol based. That's really important. And you just put a little drop on a treat and give it to your pet, and that can help relax them. It's important to do that before the fireworks begin or before the parade goes in front of your house, because it loses its effectiveness if you give it to them after the event that has brought them some issues. Another thing you can do if you don't have a thunder shirt, and you will have to demonstrate this, Mr. Tristan. Come on up here so people can see you. Hot, wet Corgi on my lap. We had a big walk this morning. Here you go. So get an ace bandage. You must have one around your house. Somebody must have sprained their ankle or their wrist. And this is a T-touch thing. Put it around their chest. Cross it over their back. Yours, of course, might not be these beautiful blue collars, which matter. If your dog is little, you might have a third wrap coming, but if you have a big dog, this might be as far as you get. But with this little dog, I can easily bring this up and over and Velcro it on him. This wrap was the inspiration for the Thunder shirt. So this is another good way to help your pet feel more comfortable. And it's a good idea to do this while you're with your pet. I wouldn't leave a pet at home with a wrap on them. They can eat it. The elastic would not be good at all. They can get caught in it. A cat. We're back. We had a little disconnection there with the Wi-Fi. So don't leave the wrap on your dog like the Thunder shirt for more than 20-30 minutes. Because again, it loses its effectiveness, and make sure you're with them when they're wearing the wrap. Some people will put the Thunder shirt on their dog when they're not with them. I don't recommend that, but if you have kids and you must go to the fireworks and leave the dog at home, it's pretty safe. But don't be surprised if your dog has eaten it. Check him in it for a while, sitting with him, before you have to do that. So that's the T-touch wrap. The other thing you can do, thanks to T-touch, is some ear work with your dog. This will help relax them. We do touches around the base of the ear here where the ear joins the head, and we're going to be working on the triple heater meridian in acupuncture, which is for respiration, digestion, and reproduction. And again, those circular T-touches are a circle and a quarter. It's going to look like this. I'm just using the pads of my fingers and making a circle and a quarter like that around the base of the ear. So it will be like this on your dog. And there's plenty of posts I've put about this, and there's plenty. Hi, we're back again. So there's plenty of videos online about these circle and a quarter T-touches that you can do around your dog's ear. If you have a new dog or a rescue dog, or your dog has not gone through 4th of July before in your new location, and they really become panicked, there's a point at the tip of the ear which you just rub gently, and take quiet, slow breaths yourself, and this can really calm down a dog. Hi, we're back again. I don't know if this is a big break or if it's just going to continue with a blip in it, but anyway.